Hello and welcome to Meanwhile, back on the hobby farm. Boy, it's been a while since I've been out here in YouTube land. A lot has happened. I don't know if I even covered this in the last video. I took their sunroom and I converted it into an extension of the coop. I had 10 new hens arrive in the last 5 weeks. So I put them separately in here, quarantined them for a couple of weeks. But now it's all open, so we've got the toilet seat entrance over here, and this is our entrance way in here. And then some of the girls have already gone to bed for the evening. As you can see, I've got the feeder full for tomorrow morning. Well, it's halfway full. They don't eat as much because it's bug season. They eat a lot of foliage and bugs out in the ground. But I purposely put it up there. It distracts the mice and whatever that wants to try to steal their food at nighttime, because the mice can eat a lot of it. But anyway, we're going to come around over here. Hey, we may be the only hobby farm, the only person that has 2 toilet seat entrances. This is the one. It's open during the day. I lock it up at night when the girls are all locked up. We have our 2 attack roosters now. They don't really attack. Well, I shouldn't say that. My daughter just came back from visiting, and the roosters did not like her. They like me because they know I feed them. And here is our second toilet seat. This goes to the back 40 over here. I've got a lot of cleaning to do up over on the other side over here. And unfortunately, that pokeweed is starting to come back up again. I've got to spray it and possibly dig it all up. But we are missing 2 hens about a week and a half ago. I found one of them deceased. Don't know if it died and then the vultures came after and the animals came back and ate it, or if it was attacked, and no trace of the other one. So I just don't know what happened to them. But anyway, we've got our 2 toilet seat entranceways. We've got the pond over there, the little pond for the ducks, but they really don't use it. They have actually been going in the pond over there. I've got to treat it again with some dye. Hopefully it's not too late. But here's the play set. We've been expanding it slowly but surely. The girls hide underneath there during the daytime when it's hot, or to get away from vultures. And I have to paint all of this. It looks terrible. Yes, it does. Fiberglass stairways, but I'm going to paint all of this some really funky colors. Joanne gave me some really good ideas. We're going to get a couple more of those spindles, smaller ones, and she gave me an idea what to paint them. Here's a slide we just picked up yesterday. Somebody was just... what do you call it? Salvage, I don't know, what do you call it? Upcycling. We upcycled it. Got a little plank over here. The goats really enjoy it. They if it's not raining out, they will be sleeping up here all the time. Here's some pile of pine branches that one of my egg customers brought me about 3 weeks ago. How you doing there, Simon? Captain, how you doing, Captain? Hi. And today somebody else gave us some tree limbs over there we brought in. Right over here is actually a Japanese red maple tree. There was a couple of branches we had to trim because they were down to the ground. I just threw these over about an hour ago. The girls, look at, they stripped the bark right down. They love it. And over here is our 2 arrivals over here. We've had them for about 3.5 weeks now. The turkey is Big Bird, and the duck next to him, and they are best of buddies. They sleep at nighttime with their heads basically interlocked with each other, keeping each other warm. The duck is a scaredy cat. We did have another turkey, but we only had him for about 4 days. He actually was born with deformity, and he died. So that's when we picked up Big Bird. And I got the duck originally with the other one that deceased, because you can't just have one bird. They need to be social with another bird or they'll never survive on their own to be released with the other ones, and they wouldn't be socially fit. But this is a chicken tractor. It's got the wheels right there. I've got to paint that up too. I just picked that up a couple of weeks ago. And we're going to put this on pause and show you what else we got going on here. Over there, if you're wondering why DC is eating on the front lawn, we moved his feeding station again. It's only about the 5th time since we've had him. and he just could not find where I put it earlier. So he was actually eating on the other side of the vehicles over there. I put the food over here. Tomorrow morning I'll bring it about 3 or 4 more feet closer, and I'll show you in a second where that's going to go. This is where the feeding station is. We relocated it on the back of the roadside stand. Got his food in there under lock or latch. We've got a barrel, a metal barrel with a bungee cord, because when we had it over in the other area, the raccoons were able to take the lid off, and they took the metal scoop and went on the neighbor's property with it. I had to go on a scavenger hunt to find it. We did release 2 raccoons last week. There is another one. Don't know if it's the same one. I'm going to start painting one of their legs a little bit to see if they're coming back, and I'm not releasing them. Oh, wait a second. We're supposed to, by law, release them on our own property. See if it comes from the other side of our property back over here. They say 5 miles minimum. How you doing, Santana? These guys have been getting a lot of treats lately. I've been giving them less treats to eat because they've been getting a lot of tree limbs, a lot of tree branches. People, you know, they don't want to burn them or haul them away. We just throw them in the back of the truck. How you doing there, Captain? How you doing, buddy? It's the back side of the tractor again, and we're going to go out front in a second here. And Joanne and I have been very, very busy this weekend. We got a lot of stuff done, more stuff than we've done since last year. We expanded a little patio. It used to be a dirt patio and some mulch in the middle there. Last weekend, or 2 weekends ago, we put the sand base down and put the red blocks, the 12-inch blocks, and then this weekend we expanded it out about 2.5 more feet. Put some mulch around it. We purchased this canopy at a bargain basement price. So we've been sitting out here. We had coffee out here this morning, dinner out here tonight. We have one in the back on the deck, but the only problem is with the one on the deck in the back is we're getting old, and going up and down those basement stairs and opening up the slider, you forget something, you got to go to the bathroom, you got to come all the way upstairs. This is right out the front door. So this is great. And there's my DC over there eating. Hi DC. He lets me get pretty close. He's a pretty good, okay, he's been waiting for 2.5 hours. I put his food in his new station. Like I said, it was. Hi DC. Hey DC, how you doing, buddy? He's letting me get rid of. Hi, how you doing, good boy? Are you a good boy? Like I said, he was eating on the other side of those 2 vehicles there, and what we did was we moved these 2 things. This one on the right is going to be a trash. One side is going to be for trash bags. The other one's going to be for pop cans, bottles. And over here, what we're going to do is, this one over here, we're going to use for our UPS, FedEx, post office parcels. We're going to put a handle on that, and instead of having them come all the way through the yard, putting them on the deck or by the front porch and them getting wet from the rain and what have you, I put a tin roof on it today, and they'll be able to put our parcels in there under key. Hey DC, where you going, buddy? He sees something. He was eating behind me. He left half of his food there. Hey DC, you see something over there you're going to go get? I did review the cameras last night. There was a raccoon inside the trap, and I must have set it too tight because he was unable to, the raccoon to set it. And he was in there eating for about 15 minutes, and all of a sudden he bolted out of there, and there's DC. Actually, it was about 3 o'clock this morning. DC come bolting over there. But going back over here, we're going to show you the back side of the flower garden out front. I'm not a big flower man. I don't know a lot of my flowers. Not an expert by any means. Here's my mess over here. We got some blueberry plants I got to transplant very soon. We've got some lilac bushes. Look at that, huh? I love lilacs. My mom's favorite flowers. Remember picking them for her on Kearsarge Avenue in Dracut. How long ago? About 55 years ago. with my brothers and sisters. We used to give it to them for Mother's Day. There's some of the old gravelly plants that we have, and here is, I purposely build this out of cull wood, which is wood that may be a little crooked or whatever, 70% off at Home Depot. And I planted check that size out right there, a Concord grapevine. In 3 years it will be up and over the top over here. I guess the 450 pounds of grapes I harvest from our 4 plants out back this fall wasn't enough, I guess. Again, this is the feeding station, getting closer here. We store some of the cat food in there. We got the metal can there. This used to be a half a shelf. This wasn't here. The raccoons would get out on the bottom, get up there, and they would literally open up these cans of food and eat them. And I kid you not. And they were taking that. So there's a little food in there tonight. I'm not going to trap the raccoons because I don't want to get up at 5:30 and 5 in the morning to go release them. Here's a little alleyway over here, completely empty underneath there. I'm going to throw some straw underneath there. It's going to be a great winter hideaway for the cat. Debating if I'm going to make a hole in the bottom so you can get through there. But this is the back side of it. So I don't know when the last time, it's been a while since I did a videotape. That's my new sign I got. I think that was on my last video. Roadside stand is doing great. Eggs have been really good. We had a little bit of a lull, so I went 2 dozens, you know, $3 a dozen. You buy 2 for $6, you get a third one free. And that was a complete hit. Ended up almost selling out. Here's our sign, kind of dark here. And we got this from my sister-in-law. This is a nice arbor way that I believe her husband, he's no longer with us, built that. And we're going to see how the eggs are holding up in here. Our secured money box with cameras locked. That thing's bolted down. Oh, we got 7 dozen eggs left in there. And I think it's time. I'm not going to lock it up because I've got about 3 dozen I just picked earlier today. There's our fluffy butt hut sign. Thank you, Rhonda. Our friend Rhonda gave us that. We have the little pickle bucket. Is now a horse bucket. We do have some horse riders that come by here. We had one yesterday come by and told them that's for your horse or dogs or what have you. And we're going to come back over here and we're going to look at the front. Garden area is looking really good. Like I said, I hate weeding. And the trick is if you plant a lot of plants in there, then you don't have to worry about weeds. I see a couple of tall ones in there I got to get to. That's that Japanese red maple that I had to cut some branches. It was really low on the ground. Magnolia trees, they were beautiful just a week and a half ago. I mean, just beautiful. You can see they're drying up right now with the flowers. But we got our little lawn ornaments over here. Our flowers, that's the back side. That's very ugly, those 2 boxes. What I'm going to do is I am going to power wash them, and I'm going to go with the same color as I did with the hitching post over there that I made a few years ago. I'm going to go the same color on those boxes, and if it still doesn't look, it looks like an eyesore, I may just put a lattice wall up. I think 1 sheet may do it, just to kind of hide it a little bit. And we're going to come around over here. Our cat's gone, and burn barrel. I know I'm ruining the environment. Right where my son's vehicle is over here is where all these boxes were. The cat feeding station was there. The big box for the trash and the pup cans were there, and like I said, we're gonna make sure just realized my doors are unlocked on my vehicles. This little baby was given to me from my brother, Michael. Got a broken arm, I gotta fix it. But that's about it, folks. We've been really, really busy. Joanne has done a marvelous job. She did the plumbing all by herself this weekend inside there. She replaced the kitchen faucet in there. After a few runs to the hardware store, she got us this on a deal and a half. We didn't even have to list the other one that she got a deal and a half on that one. My youngest son bought that from us a couple of weeks ago. It's a 5th wheeler. We're going camping next weekend. We absolutely love it. And here is we'll show you some other things that we've been real busy around here. So I got tired of gassing up, and well, heck, it costs you $10 to mow your lawn with the price of gas. So what do we have? We have the Greenworks battery. The battery's out of it because it's charging right now, and not to mention the batteries are worth $200. Just enough time to do my lawn when the battery dies out, so it's great. It's not self-propelled, but it's so light. Here is a stack of wood that I piled up last weekend. Joanne and I went and did 2 or 3 loads, and what we're going to do is we're going to show you this here. These are solid oak, 3" by 3" solid oak, kiln dried from Canada, and they burn great. We burned it the year before last. It takes a lot longer to burn because unlike traditional firewood that you cut and split, there's a lot of pores and space in there. They burn quickly. They have bugs. These things are bug free. Like I said, they've been kiln dried, so there ain't no bugs going in there. Those things are solid. And my granddaughters are 5 and 7, and these things, I mean, they have a good weight to them. They ended up actually helping us unload one of the loads. And between this and what we got in the back, we got about 1/4 of this wood, and we probably we're going to try to get some more this summer. We want to be ahead by a couple of years. What else we got going on over here? That's about it, folks. Don't mean to bore you, but we've just been really busy around here, and that's a good thing. We're going to try to crunch out as much as we can in the next, hopefully by 4th of July, so we can actually relax. Sit out here, sit out back, maybe even have another deck party going on. But this is a beautiful thing. We purposely put the screens completely on each side because if the goats get a hold of it, they'll rip it. And we wanted to leave them open because it just looks better. We don't really have a bug problem. Here's our fire pit that we have here, propane. And we got our little grill over here. Life is good, folks. Hey, please hit that subscribe button if you already haven't. We appreciate it. Helps our channel out. We've been stagnant at 49 members so far, and it's my fault. If I end up doing some exciting videos and more, we should be getting a lot more. And I see Big Bird and Ernie. The other chicken that died, his name was Bert. Hey guys, how you doing? That duck's gonna love it when we get to release. He gets to hang out with the other ducks, and they'll rip him apart or her apart right now. Look at him put his head down in there. We're gonna zoom in. They're not at that age to swim yet, so he's not gonna go in the water. Make a liar out of me. But they get their bill all nice and wet and moist before they can eat, or they'll choke. They got to get that vent clear and open in order to eat. And that's exactly what he's doing. He's doing that right now because he's going to actually leave there and he's going to go eat. Hey, Big Bird, how you doing? Hey, Big Bird. They're double the size than what they were when we just got them, 3.5 weeks ago. He's still getting that beak quite wet. He's going to walk over there any second now. Right to the left of it is the food. Go over here, you can see that tray. They have a perforated top on it with a whole bunch of little holes. These guys want nothing to do with it. They're like, take it off, Dad. Takes us too long to eat. Like I said, I just picked this up for 20 bucks the other day. It's got the wheels on it. You pick it up and you just move it around once a week, so they don't have to stay in their poop, and they can get new bugs and stuff that are on the ground. Well, I guess that duck just made a liar out of me because he is in the water, but he's really not swimming. He's just dipping his head in there. He's making for dirty water for Big Bird, that's for sure. There he goes. He's going to head out to that food. He's making a liar out of me. These guys make liars out of me all the time. Hey, well, folks, that's it. Thanks for joining us. Well, yeah, for hitting the subscribe button. But thank you for stopping by. Hit the like button if you liked it. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye.